I'm Adrian, the cruise and travel guy, and it's time to get on board one of the newest cruise ships in the world, Star Princess. I hope you enjoy the video. I arrived in Fort Lauderdale after a marathon 25-hour journey from Sydney that saw me become a time-traveling cruise reviewer. I was invited on this trip by Princess Cruises, attending with a media cohort of about 5 Australian and Kiwi journalists. I did my best to fight the jet lag, and since I could even see Star Princess from my hotel room, the next logical step of course was to head out for a walk to admire her up close. Well, as close as possible. It's time to check out of the room and soon go to Star Princess. Still have about another hour and a half before we head over, so I'm gonna go try to find something to eat, maybe in the hotel. We're sort of in the middle of nowhere, kind of next to the ship, but not anywhere else. So. Cruise terminals in the States are not like those in Australia. This is so cool. Let's go find my cabin. Smells like a new ship, guys. That's because it is. Oh, look how beautifully modern and oh, it's so nice. And look, I'm also right at the front. It's already unlocked. Ooh, green. Home sweet home for the next 4 nights. Ouch. How fun. A full cabin tour is available on my channel. Our media group was escorted on a short ship tour, although I typically prefer to do these alone. Still, it gave me a chance to meet Tony of the Lido Loca fame. Day 1 on board Star Princess is underway. I'm about to go to the naming ceremony right now. I have to go meet the group in the piazza and then we're going to see it. We'll be watching it in the Arena Theatre. We did this on Sun Princess, so I think I know what we're going to expect, but nevertheless, it's very, very, very exciting. Let's go. All guests were instructed to meet in the piazza, where drinks featuring Matthew and Camilla McConaughey's Pantalones Tequila were doing the rounds. The party then moved into the Arena Theatre, with some more Pantalones on offer when we entered. The product placement here was on point. The naming ceremony was all taken care of inside the theatre, with guests seated around the stage for the fairly lengthy process. Singers and dancers kicked off the festivities, and we then heard from Princess representatives including the CEO, Gus and Torture, who explained why Star Princess is so special to the cruise line.
Every new ship is special, but this one truly shines.
Captain Gennaro Armour continued, telling us that a ship is really about its people and the sense of community that it provides for.
From the moment the keel was laid to her first touch of water, Star Princess was built with pride, precision, and passion.
The people of the hour soon emerged from backstage. Matthew and Camilla McConaughey expressed their appreciation for being included in such a significant event, capped off, of course, with the official naming and blessing.
We will name the ship Star Princess.
God bless her and all who sail on in her.
Yes, God bless her and everyone that sails in her. Yes. Woo. Let's see.
The festivities then continued upstairs in the dome. All guests were invited to experience an out-of-this-world celebration, that's the official name by the way, featuring food and canapes prepared by the ship's many specialty dining venues. It was a bit on the chaotic side for my brain, but I made the rounds, working my way through the well-dressed crowds to examine each corner of the sea terrace. Synchronized swimming was the highlight. When it was all a bit too much, I made my way to the central Lido pool. That helped me escape some of the madness, and it was also in anticipation of an upcoming performance by Sheryl Crow. The pool deck had been transformed into a stage, the likes of which I've never seen on board a ship before. I was there early enough to get what I thought was prime position, especially in light of the next performance, a drone show spectacular. As Sheryl Crow completed her set to applause, the drones appeared in the distance, lighting the skies above Star Princess. I thought this was completely magical. The show highlighted Princess in Alaska because Star Princess will be making her way there next year, the first Sphere-class ship to ever sail in the region. I've also got a detailed review of Star Princess on my channel that you'll probably enjoy. I've linked to it in the description below. The night continued. On the lower pool level, the Euphoria dance party kicked off, complete with these performers who were embodying something. Celebrations also carried on across the ship, as guests who boarded just for the naming ceremony festivities were set to disembark. I had the benefit of staying on board, of course, treating Star Princess as my own hotel. The next day kicked off with a plaque exchange ceremony in the piazza, with representatives from many bodies, including of course Port Everglades, each presenting plaques to Princess executives and Captain Armour. I had time to explore the ship a little before meeting Alfie of Same Ship Different Day. Last night's naming ceremony and all the festivities were pretty spectacular. And now today, which is the next day, Friday here in Fort Lauderdale, we're about to sail away, so I'm on my way to the pool deck to see the brand new sail away show. The sail away party was huge. I think it was new for Princess. No more come sail away performance. Instead, someone from the spectators was chosen to trigger the famous Love Boat horn, which is a pretty epic way to mark Star Princess's inaugural sailing out of Port Everglades. The festivities continued on board and on the water. Port Everglades tugboats were out in force, saluting Star Princess, which was clearly the star of this day. With 6 other ships in port, Star was the first to make her exit amidst the stunning watery display and what felt like an almost non-stop Love Boat horn extravaganza, with the occasional regular horn thrown in for a salute to sister Caribbean Princess, which responded in kind. It was a really fun sail away and was exciting to see all of the passengers who had embarked that day enjoying the moment. Now it's off to a swanky cocktail party at the Sanctuary Club. Let's go check it out. That night, our media group was invited to the Sanctuary Club for a welcome reception. It's such a beautiful space. Ring for champagne is a brilliant touch. Available at other times too, by the way. Roaming canapes, live music, and a deck lit by electronic candles set the mood beautifully. Dinner in Crown Grill, followed by some piazza entertainment, saw the night through to its end. Good morning after some decent sleep. Dare I say, 5 hours? Wow, I feel refreshed, renewed. I'm going to walk. Star Princess made her way to Princess Cays, or Keys, and I took a moment to grab some caffeine from the secondary cafe, Coffee Currents. Following that, media were invited to a talk with Princess executives, including CEO Gus Antorcha, CMO Marie Lee, and VP of Food and Beverage Sammy Cohen. We learned more about Princess's vision for the future, intricately linked with its target demographic, the Voyagers. These are those who seek carefree discovery and connection with a focus on enrichment and destinations. Let me know if that's you. We also learned that Star and Sun Princesses performed incredibly well, better than any other ships in the fleet in terms of NPS, or Net Promoter Score results with Princess cruises. These are the surveys that usually ask you to rate certain aspects of a cruise out of 10. We also learned that while there are no further new builds on the horizon, Princess is actively looking to expand its Sphere-class features into its older ships. They didn't say how, but I'm hopeful, particularly as some of their older ships reach several decades in service, that they take a leaf out of Celebrity's playbook and work to comprehensively refurbish some of their older ships so they may continue servicing passengers long into the future. With about 90 minutes free, I took my moment to film the ship, meeting Ilana and Frank of Life Well Cruised in the process. Today's Star Princess has anchored at Princess Cays, or Cays, I've heard it both ways, and I haven't had a chance to get off unfortunately because we've had a pretty packed media schedule. It's all go 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 on this very short cruise. It's pretty much all over. Tomorrow is the last day, and then I'm flying all the way back home another 25 or so hours, and time zone changes. Following that, our group had lunch at Makoto Ocean, one of the more recent additions to Princess's specialty dining scene. I loved this meal. It was one of my favorites on board, and any sushi or sashimi fan should definitely take a look. It will soon be added to Sapphire and Diamond Princess. Today's been a very busy day, although I've had a little bit of downtime now in preparation for an interview that I'm going to go and do with the CCO of Princess Cruises, Jim Barra. So I'm going to go have a chat with him now, hopefully about some Australia topics. We'll see how that goes. And then after that we have Spellbound. So yeah, a few things on tonight. Exciting times as always. It's always fun. It's been fun. Fun but busy. I'm not as tired today, so that's a win. My interview with Jim went really well. I have a few things to reveal in an upcoming video, so stay tuned for that. Spellbound is a Sphere-class exclusive. It's a speakeasy bar meets magic show. It costs US $45 per person and includes 2 specialty cocktails. Seating in the small theatre is first come first served, and the show is definitely one that you'll talk about all night, if not the whole cruise.
On behalf of the Pitchford family, the Larson family, on behalf of the world famous Magic Castle in Hollywood, California, and on behalf of our Princess Cruises family, please welcome yourselves to Spellbound by Magic Castle on Star Princess.
I enjoyed the experience and would recommend it as something new and different to try. It's something you should do at least once. Dinner this evening would be at the Butcher's Block by Dario, but not for some time, so I enjoyed some of the entertainment in the ship's piazza before settling in at Bellini's for a pre-dinner champagne. And here I met 2 viewers, Keith and Nash. Thanks for saying hello. Dinner was fun tonight. Our media group had been broken up into smaller segments, and I had the pleasure of meeting Yvonne and Wendy, who hailed from Ireland. By the way, they complained about their lengthy flight to the States before I trumped them with my 25-hour time-traveling ordeal. By the way, you can watch my United Airlines review on my channel as well.
He's a top number 1 if we come to his restaurant. He bring everything over here. So as you can see, he was 7 kilos. Because everyone in Italy, he has at least 20 kids. So he's a big...
After dinner, we visited the Dome for a candlelight concert. This is one of the newer shows for Princess, and it's a must-see, for both the performance and the ambience. I recommend arriving at least 30 minutes before showtime. The Dome is a small venue and seating fills up quickly. It's worth it though. On the pool deck, a DJ and singer were performing, again highlighting Princess's efforts to develop its entertainment offering and, in my view, take advantage of more spaces on board. In the piazza, Princess Pop's dance troupe took center stage, and a full moon outside was the marker of a day well spent. The next morning, and for our final full day on board already, Star Princess made her way into Nassau. We were the first in a lineup of 6 ships, and me being me, I spent pretty much my entire morning gawking and geeking out over seeing so many cruise ships in one place. Aussies and Kiwis just don't see this spectacle in local waters. I also finally got to see my first ever Oasis class ship, Wonder of the Seas. What a behemoth. I made sure to capture one of my favourite ships ever, Radiance of the Seas, which I think even nearly a quarter of a century later still looks phenomenal. I've spent over 6 weeks on board Radiance at different times and she'll always be one of my favourites. In fact, I think the Sphere class ships, with their acres of glass and focus on outdoor views, they're almost the modern day successor to the Radiance class, so how about that? Later in the morning, our media group met for a food and beverage showcase, where we were able to see a huge variety of dining offered on board Star Princess. Feature dishes from each of the specialty venues were laid out, and I have to admit, made me feel quite hungry. I'm sure it was dinner time in Sydney. We also got to learn more about cocktails on board, with an almost unimaginable number available across the bars, with many only available in certain venues, which helps to pull people into different bar and lounge spaces on board. This was all followed by a quick galley tour. I always marvel at how these huge kitchens operate like such a well-oiled machine, and as you'd imagine, it was impeccably clean in there. A little free time meant I was finally able to touch the Bahamas, sort of. I didn't have a lot of time up my sleeve, but managed to tour the piers and wharves and admire the ships of Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Disney, and even Margaritaville up close. Welcome to Nassau in the Bahamas. Today I am in port. I'm not really doing much exploring. We have a lot on with our media cruise, but I have been able to see and get off to walk around the dock to see Wonder of the Seas, Carnival Freedom, Radiance of the Seas is back there, Margaritaville is on the other side, Paradise, Disney Dream is over there. It's insane. I'm just like living for this. What an experience. Bridge tour time. Back on board, a quick lunch was followed by a tour of the bridge with Captain Armour. We learned lots about his time with Princess, having joined the company in 1998, and very much enjoying the honour of captaining the cruise line's newest and biggest ship. I also enjoyed seeing the many artifacts in the bridge and learning about the ship's operations. I ventured into the Sanctuary Club for a little downtime and to check out the offering firsthand. It's such a lovely spot. If and when I return to a Sphere class ship, I am definitely booking a room in the Sanctuary. Is it actually? Thank you. I also had the pleasure of meeting some channel viewers, Jason, James, and Chad. Thanks again for the chat. Our final dinner on board was at the Catch by Rudy, a final chance for our media group to enjoy some time together before disembarking early the next morning. Entertainment in the piazza marked the end of my night on board after this incredibly busy but rewarding 4 days. We've already docked in Fort Lauderdale, it's after 6, And I'm going for a last little walk on board, and I haven't packed yet, but packing to go home's easy. I need to sleep properly. One last walk around Star Princess's walking track on deck 18 allowed me to admire the skyline as Celebrity Summit, another new ship for me, slipped silently into Port Everglades with the sunrise in the background. Well, that's it. My time on board Star Princess has come to a very quick end. This ship is incredible. I really enjoyed exploring it, and although it was very short, I didn't get a great chance to enjoy everything that I wanted to. I saw enough, and based on my experience on a Sun Princess before, I have to say these ships are really evolutionary, but in a much bigger way for me, for Princess, even revolutionary. And I think we're going to start to see some of these newer features adopted across the rest of the Princess fleet over the next years to come. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much. You can give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram at The Cruise and Travel Guy. And if you're looking to book your cruise, wherever that may be and whatever cruise line that may be on, you can head to my website first, thecruiseandtravelguy.com.au. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon. It is time to get on board one of the newest ships in the world, Star Princess, for the first time. For me, first time. The naming ceremony is starting in about half an hour, I think. So we're meeting at the piazza near the Lido. It's 1:30 in the morning. I'm wearing my retainer. I'm in bed. On a Princess cruise, what do? Of course, you watch Love Boat. It's time. It's time to sail away. Well, that's it. My time on board Sun Princess. Nope. Today, Star Princess docked in. Nope. Today, Star Princess is. Nope. I'll never get used to smoking indoors. Oh my lord. Today has been busy but fun. We are in Princess Cays. I don't know how to pronounce it. I've heard it pronounced both ways, so don't hate me for that. Princess Cays. Keys, surely. And just like that, it's time to leave this room. Wow. Time to go home. I'll be there in 27,000 hours.